A 70-year-old grandmother got slapped with a $500 fine for leaving her watering can on her front porch overnight. And wait till you hear why she left it there. Margaret Thompson has lived in the same house in suburban Austin for 37 years. Raised 3 kids there. Buried her husband in the backyard under his favorite oak tree, well, his ashes anyway. Her garden is basically the neighborhood's unofficial botanical wonder. People literally slow down just to look at her roses. Last Tuesday, Margaret was watering her flowers at sunset. Her new neighbor, Brad, moved in 3 months ago. He's one of those guys who measures his grass with a ruler and reports everyone to the HOA for fun. Brad sees Margaret's watering can, her little hand trowel, and a pair of gardening gloves on her porch steps. Next morning, there's a violation notice taped to her door. $500. Unsightly items visible from street after dark. Apparently, Brad took photos at midnight with a flashlight. Yeah, he went out at midnight to photograph an old lady's gardening tools. Margaret calls the HOA. The woman on the phone sounds embarrassed but says Brad's technically right. Tools can't be visible overnight. It's in the bylaws, page 47, section 12b. Here's what Brad doesn't know. Margaret leaves those tools out for a reason. She has severe arthritis. Bending down to put things away some nights is agony. Her doctor told her it's okay to pace herself. Some nights she just can't. That watering can weigh 8 pounds when it's full. Might as well be 80 to her hands. But Margaret doesn't tell anyone this. Too proud. Instead, she pays the fine. Then she does something brilliant. She starts a neighborhood gardening club. Meets every evening at sunset, right on her front lawn. Legally, club activities can run until 10 p.m. The tools? They're now in use until then. Within a week, 12 neighbors join. They bring cookies, lemonade, their kids. Margaret teaches them about soil pH and pruning. Her front yard becomes the place to be every evening. Brad hates it. Files noise complaints. Nothing sticks. Files parking complaints. Everyone walks. He even tries saying the gardening club is lowering property values. The HOA president laughs at that one. Margaret's garden has literally won awards. Then one evening, Brad's 6-year-old daughter wanders over. She's holding a dead butterfly. Asks Margaret if flowers can help butterflies come back to life. Margaret spends an hour teaching her about butterfly gardens. Gives her seeds to plant. Brad watches from his window. Next day, he shows up at the garden club. Doesn't say much. Just listens. Week later, he brings his daughter back. She plants marigolds while Brad awkwardly holds the watering can. Margaret never mentions the fine. Never brings up the midnight photos. But last week, Brad quietly motioned at the HOA meeting to revise the overnight tools policy for elderly residents. Passed unanimously. The garden club still meets. Brad still comes. His daughter's marigolds are blooming now. And Margaret? She leaves her tools wherever she wants. But here's my question. Should Margaret tell Brad she knows he's the one who got the rule changed? Or is it better to let him think his apology went unnoticed?